The Mariners fail to get any offense going and lose game 2 to the A's. Welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Sports Show, where we love Seattle pro sports. I'm your host, Mikey. Today we are talking about a Seattle Mariners loss. We just reversed the score from the previous game. We lose this one 1-8. We won the previous one 8-1. Now we lose 1-8. And obviously, you can see that the offense was a big problem in this one. You could say potentially, pitching was a big problem in this one, but I'm still more concerned about the offense. Oops. Let's see. Let me pull up the stats here. Okay, here we go. Because we could see Bryce Miller went 6 innings pitched. He did allow 2 earned runs, but he had 9 strikeouts and 2 walks. So he had himself a quality outing. Now, Stanek, Spire, and Bizarro, they all came in and allowed runs. 6 runs in total between the 3 of them. And is that great? No, it's not great. But is that usually what happens? No, it's not. So it would have been one thing to complain about the pitching and the decisions that were made at pitching in this one if we had been showing that we could have any offense in this game at all. Right? Then you could say, oh, man, the pitching staff really blew it. But, we weren't going to get anything going offensively anyways. And the pitching staff should not have this much pressure put upon them through the entire year. They shouldn't have to play perfect for the entire year because the offense can't do anything. Let's go look at the offense and what they did today. 7 strikeouts, so that's nice. It's less than usual, but they still had 7 strikeouts with 0 walks. We had 3 hits total as a team. The 1 run we scored with came off of a Cal Raleigh home run, and good for him. He's up into double digits now for home runs. That's great. That's fantastic. Love it. Want to see that keep going. But I want to see more from the rest of the team as well, including Julio Rodriguez. He reached base today, but he was 0 for 4 because it was a fielder's choice, right? Maybe they put it as an error. And then he tries to steal second, overslides, comes off the bag, and got it out and ended that inning. This offense is not going great at all, and something needs to happen. I mean, you can't keep going like this because the pitching that we've been getting, as you could see what happened today, it's not sustainable. The pitching cannot be perfect all year long, and you can't expect them to be. What we can expect is for this offense to improve, or that's what we should expect. I don't know if we can expect it because they haven't really shown that they can do it on a consistent basis. Either they're scoring 8 runs or 10 runs in a game, or 6 runs in a game, they're scoring a big amount, or it's 1. They got to find some sort of consistency. If we could get just, like I said, most games, it's only going to take you 3 or 4 runs. So if you could just get somewhere up in there and do it on a consistent basis, you're going to win most of your games. And then you could look at a night like tonight where the bullpen comes in and gives up a bunch. So you could say, oh, okay, well, that's on the pitching tonight. They just didn't have it tonight. And yeah, that is the case. That is what happened. The pitching, the bullpen, they didn't have it tonight. But the offense is just the ongoing story. And that's the issue. right? If the bullpen comes in and has one bad outing, hey, you know what? Come back in the next one, do what you usually do, and we'll be good. But for the offense, doing what they usually do is what they did here tonight, where you're striking out, you're not getting any walks, and you're barely getting any hits. So we don't want to see them keep doing that. They need to change something. They need to do something. Like we said, this team's going to go as Julio goes. He's still only got one home run on the season. What's he doing? I mean, he hit the ball hard today. That's great. I mean, and maybe it's just bad luck today. Again, hitting one right back at the pitcher. The other one was an amazing play, but he's got to hit him in the air. If he's hitting it 110 and 103 miles per hour, they shouldn't be at the ground. This guy needs to get the ball in the air and hit a home run. Why is he still only got one home run to this point in the season? It's not good. Something's not right. This is the Oakland Athletics that we're talking about still. I know they're playing better this year than expected, but this isn't what we want to see our Mariners do against the A's. Not at all. We really got to get something going, and it's got to be soon, because again, the pitching it can't last. It can't last. So you have to give them some help. Hopefully they can find a way to get that done. Hopefully Scott Service is gonna find a way to get in these guys' heads to make them like follow the plan and get them to but again, I don't know how much Scott can do. Again, it's just, to me, I'm watching and I'm not with the batters. I don't see anything and I go, oh well, Scott Service coaching is the problem. It's the execution. They're just not hitting the ball. So yeah, that's how I felt about this game. It was a pretty frustrating one to watch. And then I had to run to the store. So then when I got in my car and turned on the radio, I heard the broadcast talking about how Scott, yeah, he had a hard time managing this one with the pitching, and it's tough. It's tough to make choices. Because there's new people on the roster. You don't fully trust him yet. You got to earn that trust. Yeah, sure, that's all fine. That's great. You could talk about the pitching today. Yeah, but again, it's the offense is the problem. It is a big problem. So I just don't really care to talk about how the bullpen came in and gave a bunch of runs today, because it wouldn't have mattered. Even if the bullpen came in and was perfect the rest of the way, guess what? The Mariners still would have lost, because they still would only have 3 hits and 1 run because of a home run. So, they were already losing just based off of what their starting pitcher gave them. They were losing 2-1. Again, you got a great quality start from your starting pitcher, still losing, and you can't produce anything. So I just don't really care to talk about how the bullpen struggled. But anyways, that's how I felt about this one. Hopefully they get something going soon. Let me know how you felt about it. Are you as frustrated as me, or are you letting this one slide? Let me know. All right. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. Podcast listeners, same thing. Follow, subscribe, leave a 5-star rating and a written review, because it all helps the show grow. And thanks for listening to the Seattle Sports Show, where we watch legends awaken. So take cover, because with the sea of sound, you will see us rise to reign supreme and win forever.